Greetings, fellas. Welcome back to another MTG Nerdful video. So I'm doing some D&D Forgotten Realms standard. Today is going to be it's this deck got a lot of support, or got one good card as a support, but it's still a bit risky to run. So we're challenging ourselves today, see if we can make the best use of this deck as possible. So again, if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell. On the way to 300 subscribers, so we're really close. So any support there would be greatly appreciated. I'm also live on Twitch, description down below. I play a lot of MTG, some RPG games. I sometimes even play Valorant, which is like weird because I wouldn't really consider myself a good FPS gamer, but apparently my friends say I'm getting better, so I guess I'm alright at it. But yeah, please follow me on Twitch. Give me a follow there as well. I'm also on the path to affiliate there. So a lot of close things are happening. So would really appreciate any support you guys can give. So anyways, enough about that. We're here to play Monoblue Mill. Everyone was freaking out about Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And then I think when people actually started playing it in standard, people realized, oh, it's actually not that bad even against like aggro decks. It certainly hurts other decks more, but I don't think it's as bad as people thought, which is why we're not seeing it all over. We're seeing the Book of Exalt Deeds with the Faceless Haven combo everywhere. In my last two videos, I did prep for that. This time around, I did not prep for that. So if we run into that deck, we might just scoop here. But again, our goal is to kind of see if we can win through pure mill alone. No damage whatsoever, or some damage, but we're not going to win that way. So let me show you what we're working with. So we got four merfolk. I can't pronounce things. Secret Keeper. So mill 4 for 1, and then a 0-4 body. So good against aggro decks. Can even be used as a jump blocker against big decks as well. 3 Merfolk Wind Robbers. I only put in 3 because I wanted to kind of figure out the other cards I wanted to play 4 of. So Merfolk ended up being the card that ended up being put down to a 3 of. But good card nonetheless. 4 ops just to get what we're looking for. And we are also playing Teferi's Tutelage. 3 Overwhelmed Apprentice. I initially didn't include the Overwhelmed Apprentice, but I realized the Scry 2 can be pretty important. So I decided to play 3 of. 4 Rune Crabs, no surprise there. 3 Frantic Inventories for the potential draw. 4 Manic Cacophonies, no surprise there. Didn't say please, also no surprise. So Glacial Grasp is pretty solid because you slow down the opponent, draw a card, and also mill. So it does a little bit of everything. It is a bit expensive for this deck, but it is still pretty good in this deck nonetheless. And then here it is, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Again, I don't think it's as broken as people thought it was going to be, but it still will usually mill a little bit more than Manic Cacophony. It might mill up to like 4 cards more. I've kind of like just done the kind of like my own data, and ends up being about a little bit more than 4, around 4 or more than Manic Cacophony. So I don't think it's as broken as people think it is. And then we got Teferi's Tutelage. Seagate Restoration, just a 1 of. I didn't want to make more copies of this. Don't really need to. 3 Castle Venturous, 14 Islands, and 3 Fabled Passage. Not playing a full set of Fabled Passage because sometimes we draw too many of them and then we slow ourselves down. So I stuck with 3. It is a 20 land deck, 21.5 I guess if you include Seagate Restoration, which for the most part will be coming in as a land unless we get super flooded for whatever reason. We're going to go ahead and keep this. It's a pretty easy keep. It's got a Rune Crab, it's got Overwhelmed Apprentice, so it does a little bit of everything that we want. Looks like we're playing against a Yorion deck. Could be Blink, I know that's become quite popular. Looks like it is going to be the Ultimatum version, which is fine for the most part. Not too worried about that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play the Overwhelmed Apprentice here because I want to search for lands and Tasha's Hideous Laughter as well. I don't think I really need the opt right now, so go ahead and just send that back. So again, Overwhelmed Apprentice is pretty good just for kind of ensuring you're getting what you need for the most part. It's actually fine. Like the opponent drawing, we might not win just because they're playing over 60 cards, but they're not playing a whole lot, so it's not like the worst. Oh, that might be a slight problem there. Whoops. Well, might as well get in there, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a tough battle. This is probably the one of the few decks I didn't really want to run into. I think it's my first time actually going against a Yorion deck as the mill. Mostly been running into like aggro decks, mono white, and other stuff. That's fine. I'll go ahead and I don't think that's really gonna help us out here, so I'll go ahead. Fairy's Tutelage, pretty solid card. I'm okay with Fairy's Tutelage. Let's see here. I think we get rid of this guy, honestly. I could be wrong, I just didn't really feel like I needed it personally, but... Okay. Yeah, we're not in what we would call a good situation just because we are playing against a Yorion deck, so... it's a bit unfortunate more than anything, but here we are. We're gonna try and play our outs. And we did mill Pelukrinos for them, so we've really helped out our opponent more than anything, but we're gonna try our best here. But I would suspect that, you know, we're not in the best of positions. We're certainly not in the worst. They've had a pretty slow start, which is nice. Okay, let's just get in there. We've gotten rid of Cultivates, which is pretty important, honestly. Yeah. Yep. Let's just... Alright, this will be very interesting indeed. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna have to do this here. Which ends up working out, honestly. I was surprised that like they stayed as long as they did. That actually ended up working out pretty well, if I'm frankly honest. And they're also tapped out, which is pretty important. Ooh, Tasha's Hideous Laughter too. It's pretty solid. Surprisingly we got them to halfway, so I think we've been very fortunate here. Probably keep Tasha's Hideous Laughter, honestly. Go ahead and draw. Get rid of a card. Okay. I mean, we're not doing bad. We probably would have won if it was any other kind of deck, but... Oh no, not the binding. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Good thing we have two. But that was extremely unfortunate. Man, Binding the Old Gods is just... I can't believe it's an uncommon. Like, I don't know. Kind of crazy. It's just crazy good. But we're doing alright. Got an Opt as well. That's good. Let's continue milling. No, I don't really need a land. Thank you very much. It's fine. Okay. So sequence of plays, I think I want to save Tasha's Hideous Laughter for last. Yeah. And then we play it. Let's see. So we got 8. So we actually just played a Madding Cacophony, but... Yeah. Because we got a lot of their big stuff. They do play big stuff in general. So, again, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, I think people freaked out about it. They're like, oh no, it's like the worst card ever. And then it's really not. Especially in a best of 1 too. It's like not as bad, I think, as people make it out to be. Oh, thank you for drawing. We might have just gotten most of their lands, which is like pretty bonkers, but I mean, I'll take it. Keep in mind, if they do play an ultimatum, they're still removing cards from their deck, so yeah. Okay. I mean, they definitely would have lost if they did not have a Binding of the Old Gods, so. Okay. Well, we'll play these guys. So even if we draw a land, we get to mill, so that's pretty important. As long as we don't lose this turn, we're kind of set. We can even give them an extra turn, honestly, because like it allows them, it forces them to draw cards. Like they can't say no to the draw step. So yeah, I would say we're doing all right. I mean, we got him down to 6. Anything we draw will mill. Like there's an extinction event. Okay, keep in mind he's trying to buy time with the extinction event. Like he's not actually playing stuff. Like we ran into 2 of them, so that really bought us time if you think about it. So it ends up working out pretty well. We did draw a land, unfortunate. We can maybe trick our opponent a little bit into thinking that this is didn't say please, so I'm not gonna play it. I did know that we were actually gonna draw a land there, because usually when you want something, the game won't give it to you. It's just kind of functions off that way. So yeah, the opponent can't draw cards either. That's really important here. I mean, they could, but like then they just pretty much die. So yeah, I really want them to think that this is a counterspell. They might be forced to launch it anyway. Just like that would be my line of thinking of like, I'm gonna lose, so I might as well just launch my best spell and hope that it's not a counterspell. But yeah, I mean, anything would have won us the game, really. Even a Merfolk Windrobber. So okay, so he decides to play a giant Polychronosis. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and there's the Tasha's Hideous Laughter that we needed. So even against a Yorion deck, we can still mill the opponent. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, I came into this thinking that we were not gonna get a victory against a Yorion deck, but we had a pretty nice sequence of plays. We kind of forced the opponent. I don't know, maybe I think the opponent might have been a little too hasty with the extinction events. I think they could have been just playing their stuff personally and just applying pressure. Like he had plenty of time to play the Polychronosis, which that by itself would have been enough pressure for me, even if I could chump block the stuff. There's a time limit to how much I can chump block, but that's just me thinking. Okay. I love this hand, except that it's 1 land, so unfortunately I can't keep it. This I can work with. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I don't think I need this many counter spells in my life. I wanna definitely target the player here. Okay, looks like they're playing mono black or Rakdos potentially, which could be a problem because alright, this might not be a good start for us. We only need 3 land to function, which is why I'm sticking with 20 lands, 20.5, including this to get restoration. But there are times where even I will get flooded, and there's not much I can do about it. Looks like it's mono black though, which is interesting. I think it might be Rakdos. I don't really know. Okay, yep, we are definitely getting flooded here. That is. That's not really what I want to see, but I probably would have held up a counterspell anyway, so it is Rakdos. Okay. I thought that was a little strange. I was like, why is he playing these cards? I mean, it could be mono black, but it doesn't make that much sense to me. That's fine. Because he's milling himself. I don't mind that one bit. Now I'm gonna... that thing does have Death Touch. So my secret keeper can't really chump block there. We draw another land. Perfect. So this is definitely a game of like... I'm really trying to claw my way into victory here just because I've drawn 3 lands in a row. Is it 4 lands? I think I've drawn 4 lands in a row. So, I'm already kind of put in a situation of, like, playing from behind because, I've not been able to really impact my board. I haven't been able to really make plays that impact, milling. So, we're definitely at, a disadvantage here. That's fine. You can draw 2 cards. I don't mind the opponent drawing because that's, to me, that says mill. I know it's giving them resources in hands, but Since I'm already playing from behind, that's a risk I'm gonna have to just kind of use at the moment. This one, oh gosh. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. All right, perfect. And as predicted, this is a game where I'm just gonna get a little flooded here. I think I've drawn 5 lands in a row. That's just random probability happening. I can't do much about it, unfortunately. Sure. But the opponent's also playing slow, which is nice. So there's a small comfort in knowing that like it's not completely over. This one I will mill. I know he can get it back, but I'm okay with it at the current moment. Okay. Now I kind of have to be careful here because of the Croxa. That usually will probably spell game over if that lands in any shape or form. So let's go ahead and scry. It's about time we get something we actually need. We can keep both here actually. And no attacks. So 2 Croxas, and they have plenty of graveyard stuff to work with. So not really sure how we get out of this. Now their curve is generally on the small side, so there is a small comfort in knowing that, but I don't know. I don't like, we've only gotten halfway through at turn 7. Like, that's not good. We should be definitely past half. So we can't let the Croxy land. That's just really too painful. Could definitely trade here. I mean, you know what? Actually, we take 2, probably because the Croxa doesn't have trample, and that's what I may have to resort to. All right, so we'll go ahead, opt. Play it. Okay. I mean, we just kind of have to launch it. Their curve is generally small, so hopefully we can get... Oh. Okay, we got a good chunk. Definitely did pretty good. We got a little bit of their high-end cards with Crone War, Predation, and Loath. So we got a little unlucky, actually. We managed to somehow hit most of their high drops. So that was unfortunate more than anything, but I mean, well, it's not the worst. We milled a good chunk. Probably could have milled more, honestly, if we just didn't hit any of their high drops, which we did. We also managed to mill the Croxus rather than exile them, but we're mostly milling to begin with, so not much we can do there. Yeah, it just got a little unfortunate, that's all. Alright, we're gonna take some big damage. Oh, power word kill? I think that's an interesting card to mainboard. I wouldn't necessarily mainboard that, but I mean, it's paying off for the opponent. And we do draw a land here. I'm just going to scry just because I kind of want to see what's up. Getting Cacophony. Is that enough? Oh, it's half their library, so it actually does less. So we're going to have to scoop here. Yeah, again, just unfortunate we got flooded there. And that's also part of this deck. Even though we're playing 20 lands, you can still get flooded. That's definitely part of the RNG that exists in this game. Not much we can do about that, but I think we held up a pretty good fight. I guess I could have sent Bo to the bottom knowing that, like, I wasn't going to win with Manic Cacophony and I had to win through Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but... oh, this is a fantastic hand. And we're going first. Wow, this is... this is quite rare for us. So if we can kind of just get a good chunk of our stuff on the field as quickly as possible without them dying right away, that'd be good. Looks like we're playing against... Oh. Boros Knights? We got rid of 3 lands. I'll take that, I guess. Familiar for a little bit more. Oh, Boros Equipment. Wow. Very nice. Alright. I dig that. I can dig that. That's a little bit more unique. I dig that. I would definitely want to make a Boros Dwarves deck. I love Dwarves. What is this? Oh, very cool. Definitely Teferi's tutelage here. Wow. Seems like we're getting pretty lucky. I don't know. I'm a little shocked if I'm frankly honest. I do want to draw a land at a certain point. Just so I can consistently maybe potentially play up to 2 spells per turn. The fact that we've just shaved off damage with our Merfolk Secret Keeper is pretty solid. It is going to be a 4. Oh man, it has first strike here, so looks like we're just going to have to take it for now. That's okay. They haven't played a land, which is pretty important. Oh my goodness, Fabled Passage? That was probably one of the better draws we can get here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're playing lots of cool stuff here. Lots of neat stuff. Definitely want to mill them for 6. Oh man, we're getting a lot of their high drops, so I wonder if that means... I'm just gonna opt here. I don't think Secret Keeper is gonna quite cut the case anymore. Rune Crab on the other hand is pretty solid. So I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna play my second Rune Crab. And then play Hideous Laughter. Oh, that's unfortunate because Tasha's Hideous Laughter would have probably hit them a little bit more because I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. So, unfortunate, but okay. We can still shave off... Oh, no, we can't actually. Oh, this is painful. Alright, we do block here. Because... unfortunately, Secret Keeper has kind of done his job for the most part. Okay. I think we can win. We can mill them for a whole bunch. I think we got most of their high drops here, so we should be able to do it. Yes! Perfect. Woo! We milled them just enough too where they couldn't draw land, so that was perfect. I'm gonna end it there. It's a little bit shorter, 3 matches. I usually try to shoot for 4, but I feel like I want to end on a high note. So yeah, again, this deck has a lot of high variance here. It's definitely gotten a lot better with Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It's still like in a place of like, oh, is it good? Is it not good? It's really dependent on the opponent is doing. As well, I would also say in a best of 3, like most LGS stores will be in the format of, you're gonna have to play a little bit more counter spells that's not didn't say please, so you're kind of in a weird spot with this. But in Arena best of 1, it's probably like a C to B less deck, honestly. Tasha's Hideous Laughter was a very nice addition to the deck, so it did make it playable. I wouldn't say I don't think Mill's gonna ever be A tier, like pure Mill, sorry, I shouldn't, because Rogues is in the format. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, if you're still here, not subscribed, really would help me out. Continue to watch the channel, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitch, as well, doing lots of goofy stuff there. Definitely listen to what you guys have to say. Actually, starting next week, one of my viewers, who is actually a mod now, sent me a bunch of deck list ideas that I'm going to feature on this channel. So yeah, there's just cool stuff that you guys get to participate in a lot more, maybe perhaps than any other channel. And I always wanted that, you know, kind of when I started recording and stuff, just have a kind of open channel of communication and really hope that you're being listened to. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Right now, up top, YouTube is showing video for my most recent upload. Right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically like, so go ahead, check those videos out, explore the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for the next Nerdfill.